Where is the Rona, our viral nemesis and the catalyst for today's social crisis? And what does it take to believe that we can control a viral pandemic? The starting point must be the idea that people can tame nature. Our presumed control over nature is the source for a widespread belief that government policies already instigated, from lockdowns and other contact restrictions to the use of masks and sanitizers, have been wildly successful. And yet, it seems that we may be inflating our role in this very natural process. There's little evidence, aside from selectively chosen anecdotes, that anything beyond basic hygienic practices and simple physical distancing have altered the course of the pandemic. And even those measures are not really proven. So, if a belief in our near omnipotence is a prerequisite for expecting viral control, what is the deep-seated but unspoken assumption behind our belief in the very existence of the viral threat? After all, we cannot see, smell, taste, or touch the coronavirus. That mental disconnect leads us to the true underlying assumption about our belief in the coronavirus. We assume it exists as a profound threat because we believe that it may be everywhere. In essence, we throw every bit of rational, probabilistic thinking out the window and opt for a one-dimensional magical theory that the threat is actually all around us. We don't know, and we can't know, so we assume it is here, there, and everywhere. More questioning minds might ask, is this a proper view of reality? Just because something could be somewhere, does it make it likely or even possible that it actually is there? I prefer to look at the issue practically, and so I went and cracked some numbers to understand the prevalence of the coronavirus. First, I wanted to understand the playing field, where it was possible for the virus to exist. Using my home Vancouver as an example, I calculated the indoor and outdoor spaces of the city, the only areas where the virus is likely to lurk. That gives us a bit under 100 billion cubic feet of total potential viral space. Next, I calculated the storage space in the primary resting place for the virus, our lungs. The number's around 80 million cubic feet for all the people of Vancouver. Of course, the degree of viral transmission is actually set not by the storage volume in our bodies, but rather by the flow of potential viral transmission through our breathing, the number one transmission vector. Accordingly, I estimated that there is at most about 40 million cubic feet of virus-infested breathing in Vancouver over the course of a month. Comparing this viral transmission volume with the total potential space, we see that it is but 0.04 of 1 percentage point. The virus is most certainly not everywhere. Of course, in order for contagion to take place, someone else needs to intercept that viral breathing in close proximity and with a sufficient enough dose. This takes the existence of the virus down from 0.04 of 1% of the potential viral space to at most 400,000ths of 1%, 1,000 times smaller. At that level of possible exposure, it is fair to say that the virus is not only not everywhere, it is for all practical purposes hardly anywhere. The arguments and calculations set out point to our minds as the thing that must change in order to end this social crisis. We are hugely misjudging the prevalence of the virus. This social crisis can only be ended by coming to terms with our mental failings. We will not solve the problem with social engineering or biotechnology. It is not a public health issue. The proper question is not, where's the Rona? The real question is, where's the wisdom? I'm Mark Mullins.
Commentary That Matters is a partner program of Conversations That Matter. The production of this show is made possible thanks to your generous support. Please become a Patreon at patreon.com/commentary that matters and become a subscriber so that you don't miss a single episode of Commentary That Matters.